Hello everybody! The Apple M4 Mac Mini has just released about a few weeks ago now, and it has been making rounds in the tech space. Why exactly is that, and what should you know about it? Welcome to Tom's Honest Tips. I'm Tom, and we're gonna talk about the M4 Mac Mini, Apple's latest version of the Mac Mini with the latest M4 chip. The M4 Mac Mini, which we shall call the M4 for this video, is a small and very compact Mac Mini. If we compared this to the M1 Mac Mini, you'll see quite a large difference, with the M1 Mac Mini being almost 8 inches in length and width, much more than the M4, but it's also slightly lower than the M4. The M4 is 5 inches in length and width, but is taller by about an inch or so. I think that compromise is justifiable, especially since the M4 looks much cuter as a result. The M4 is only also 0.67 kilograms or 1.5 pounds light. Very nice. The power button is strangely located on the underside, but that shouldn't be a big issue. Cooling also shouldn't be an issue. It pulls cool air in from the bottom and expels the hot air through the bottom also, which is of course directed elsewhere. Now, it would be a serious design flaw to have the fans suck in the hot air too, so thankfully they thought of that as well. When it comes to prices, everyone thinks that Apple prices are pretty expensive, and that's understandable. But the M4 only costs $744 at the time of writing. That price tag is for the 16GB version with 512GB of storage. If you want a cheaper option with obviously lower specs, you can get a 16GB version with 256GB of storage for $574 at the time of writing. If I were you though, I'd choose the one with 512GB, but to each their own. We will just leave you a link in the description below, or we can momentarily show you the QR codes for these devices on screen right now. Now, getting back on topic, I think the M4 is affordable. Whoa, Apple? Affordable? They go together? I mean, you've got an Apple product with great performance and quality for quite an affordable price. Now, let's talk about the M4 chip inside, because really, that's the star of the show. The Apple M4 has a 10-core CPU and a 10-core GPU with a 16-core neural engine. That's where you'll be doing most of your AI stuff if you use AI. If we compared this to the older M1, there will be a very big difference, and if we compared it to the M2 Mac Mini, there's still going to be quite a difference. Geekbench CPU tests vary, but it is evident that the M4 leads in performance ultimately. As per hoxtonmax.co.uk, single-core benchmarks through Geekbench 6 between the M4 and the M2 show the M4 leading with 3,893 points, compared to the M2's 2,664 points. That's a 37% difference. When it comes to multi-core performance, there is a 40% difference, with the M4 leading with 14,883 points compared to the M2's 10,004 points. As for GPU performance with Geekbench OpenCL, the M4 leads with a 24% difference, with, again, the M4 leading with 37,983 points against the M2's 29,776 points. Now, when it comes to NPU benchmarks, which stands for Neural Processing Unit, the M4 obviously comes out on top due to advancements in AI and technology. The M4 leads by a whopping 73% with 4,753 points, while the M2 only achieved 2,205 points. That is a lot of performance, so you don't have to miss out on a lot when it comes to a professional setup. Let's talk about ports. At the back, the M4 has 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, which support obviously Thunderbolt 4, USB 4, and DisplayPort 1.4 output. It also has an HDMI port and an Ethernet port. The front doesn't have really a lot of ports. It only has 2 USB-C 3 ports and one 3.5mm audio jack. The M4 also supports up to 3 displays, with 2 of those outputting 6K at 60Hz via Thunderbolt, plus 1 display outputting 5K at 60Hz via Thunderbolt, or 4K at 60Hz via HDMI. If that's not what you're looking for, the M4 also supports 1 display outputting 5K at 60Hz through Thunderbolt, along with 4K at 240Hz via Thunderbolt or HDMI. And that's really all about, that's about all you've got to know for the most part, really. Now, here are the QR codes again, or, if you want, you can click on the links in the description below. I'm Tom, and it was great talking to you. Leave a like and leave a sub. Thanks for watching.